Great to see you. How
You,
were the holidays?
the holidays were great. They were quiet. It was really nice. I had a few gigs here and there, and it was honestly just time with family, which was needed.
Did you have any New Year's resolutions that you were like, okay, I got to do this in 2023?
I'm always the best with New Year's resolutions. I think of it more musically for me anyways.
Mhm.
So maybe learning guitar, finding other ways to songwrite, those type of things. So I've been thinking about those, but no like heavy New Year's resolutions or anything.
Well, you did give us actually, an early gift and a later gift. An earlier gift was you releasing new music.
I
The
did.
later gift is new show coming up. Which
Yeah.
one should we talk about first?
We can talk about the release first if you want.
Let's do that. Of course, like I just said, you have new music out. Congratulations on that. That's a full album, correct?
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, it was a lot of fun to make.
Well, hold on. What's the album called?
It's self-titled, so it's my name.
Mhm.
The kind of reason why we did that was just because it's kind of reinventing myself. So all of these songs are very much me, and I wrote all of these my own. There was no co-writes on this record, and I'm very proud of it.
What was that like to do?
It was interesting. I took the month of May of 2020, like, because nothing was happening, obviously. And
Yes.
so I did a songwriting challenge where I wrote 3 to 4 songs a week for the whole month of May. And it was like really exhausting and very emotionally draining, but it was fabulous. And I wrote so many songs, and a lot of them of which are on the record. And the whole thing was recorded during COVID as well. So Nick Tataishi, my lovely guitar player and producer of this record, he produced all of this remotely. So all the band members played from home. I sang all my vocals in a closet. It was a full COVID experience record.
So this is also a transition from jazz to R&B, right?
A little bit. I've been slowly transitioning out. I mean, the last album before this one was R&B, but very old school R&B, like more Motown inspired, 70s
Mhm.
inspired. Sure. The one before that was a mix of that and jazz, and now I'm straight into the R&B. But we're kind of calling it alternative soul because I don't really know where to put myself. So,
I
yeah.
like that. How the music on it, even though we know it's R&B, what are the stories more about?
Every song is a love song in its own way. And not to sound cliche or anything, but it is about different types of love that I've experienced or others might have experienced. So it's, falling in love, falling out of love, unconditional love, love for yourself rather than others. And so it's all various types of that thing, and I hope that people can gravitate to it in some way.
Is there a single out right now as we speak? And if so, what's it about?
They're the one that the whole album's out, but the
Yeah.
one that pushing the most right now is Newfound Happiness, which is a fun song, and I'll be doing it at the show as well. I'll be doing the whole album at the show. But it's a song that I wrote as a part of that songwriting challenge about a breakup, and it was a messy one. And the
Mm.
Newfound Happiness is just finding that within myself and not that person.
You know what's so funny for me right now as I'm speaking to you is the fact that, I knew you from several years ago when you were much younger and watching the transition. So it's weird for me right now because I still see that and I say this with respect, that little girl and with the high pitched voice. And now I'm hearing this mature woman with a deeper voice. It's weird. Like, what does your parents think about this? Because for me to see it in stages is one thing. What's
I
it like?
I know I guess my parents haven't really noticed it in full swing like others have because they see me all the time.
Right.
But like I know like the jazz community, like they all knew me when I was 13, and that's like when I
Mhm.
put out the first record. So they've all known me since then, and like they've seen me grow up, and I'm almost finished Humber now. I'm in my fourth year, and I'm going to study and do my master's in Spain at Berkeley Valencia next
Oh.
September. And so yeah, they've all kind of just watched me grow up, and it feels really good that there's still like that same support system even though I'm doing something completely different.
It's still strange to me. It's just like, oh, somebody stop the clock. But we
I,
cannot do that. What we can do is we can see some great shows, and you have a show coming up. What is happening?
Yeah, it's Saturday, January 14th at 3030 Dundas. If you want dinner, doors are at 6:30. Otherwise you can come at 7:30. My opener, Jack Gunn, he's so awesome, fabulous guitar, singer-songwriter from Humber as well. We did our songwriting challenge together actually, so like we motivated each other to get that stuff done. But he'll be opening for me. He'll be doing like a 30-minute set, and then I'll be on it around 8:45, 9ish. But yeah, it's at 3030 Dundas West in Toronto, and then I've got a bunch of other gigs coming up. I'm doing one with Sean Jones at the Harbourfront Center for Valentine's Day. That's on February 10th. That'll be fun. That's with Jackie Richardson and his fabulous band, like insane band.
Yeah.
And yeah, doing a few other stuff. Everything's on my website. I mean, I've got the Parkdale Hall for this lovely cancer charity on February 11th. I'm going to be at Drom with a completely different band on February 23rd, and then the Waterloo Jazz Room on February 24th. So it's all on my website at averyraquel.com. But yeah, lots of stuff going on.
Busy, busy, busy.
Yeah.
I gotta say, congratulations on this. So proud of you. Love seeing the transition. Mind you, it makes me feel old.
You're
I'm
not.
just gonna leave that there. But no, it's great to hear everything you're doing. This is fantastic. But let's make sure we talk again. I'm gonna be at that Sean Jones show, just to let you know ahead of time. So I'm gonna do everything I can to be down there for that. And yeah, just so happy for you. Congratulations on all this.
Thank you so much for having me back. I appreciate it.